ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking, and welcome aboard Epic Airways, flight around Icelandic Ring-road. Cabin and ground staff are braving the heavy rain to get us ready for departure, and shortly we will taxi towards the northern runway. We are set to take off and head towards the rising sun, which will be sure to give you some fantastic sightseeing opportunities. Once we're in the air, the cabin crew will be around to offer a light beverage or snack, and then the epic tour shall begin. Of course, I'll keep you updated before we reach our destination, so until then, sit back, relax, and enjoy your flight. Cabin crew prepare for departure.
Okay then, so the captain's turned off the seatbelt light, but as always we recommend that you keep it fastened, just in case of any unexpected turbulence. My name is Christian, and once again I'm your epic tour guide this morning. As you enjoy your complimentary coffee, I'll get the Epic Vision screens out. They give me a button so I can press it and do it myself today. Here they come. Oh, not quite sure why that's not all the way out. 2 seconds, let me just give it a little tap. No, okay, one more. Here we go. Sorry about that. So as always, any questions, feel free to comment them down below. The DVD seems to be starting, so let's begin. So we find ourselves 750 miles off the west coast of Scotland. We are in Iceland, a Nordic European island situated at the confluence of North Atlantic and the Arctic Ocean. This beautiful country has a population of 320,000 people. Now, given its total landmass, it makes it the most sparsely populated country in Europe. And if you exclude Mongolia, Namibia, and of course Australia, then it's one of the most sparsely populated countries in the world. As we leave Reykjavik now, we say goodbye to 2/3 of the Icelandic-speaking nation, and we fly towards the sunset as we tackle the Ringroad in a clockwise direction. Speaking of the Ringroad, or Route 1 as it's called, outside the main city, it's a road that runs around the island connecting nearly all of the most inhabited parts of the country. The total length is 1,322 kilometers, so although it is possible to do a whole lap in 24 hours, most people recommend taking 5 to 10 days and taking your time. Now people can hike, take cars, camper vans, even monster trucks to get around, and there are plenty of car rental places and petrol stations. Of course, you will probably be upsold that you need a powerful car to get up some of the steeper mountains, but I've literally driven the whole ring road in a mini metro, so if I can do it, you can. The ring road is filled with tons of great places that are super easy to find along the way, so there's no real need for a map, as it's signposted brilliantly, makes it especially great for the driver who can appreciate the relaxing drive. Now, the most commonly asked question about the ring road is, which way to drive around it? Well, simply speaking, if we divide Iceland into 4 sections, where we are now, in the west, gives you the main city and whale spotting. Down south, you've got lots of activities like hiking, exploring the black beaches, finding the waterfalls, and the north provides plenty of places to chill and relax and hopefully see the northern lights. It's only really the eastern side that's left with fewer activities. So the best advice I can offer is to simply research when the northern lights are likely to be active. There are plenty of apps and websites that can help with that, so you can plan your journey to be in the north section around that time. A once-in-a-lifetime opportunity is of course to arrive and see the northern lights. As Iceland is located at a high latitude, means there's no darkness from mid-April until mid-August. In this period, no northern lights can be observed, so it's best to arrive from late August to mid-April. Now, on a yearly basis, the lights are at their peak in September and March due to the equinox. Now that's something fun for you to research. Iceland is a super interesting country rich in history and culture, often referred to as the land of ice and fire. This country was settled by Norse Vikings back in 1870 AD, and there's been an ongoing settlement in Iceland ever since. Due to Iceland's position in the middle of the mid-Atlantic rift, it's a hotbed for geothermal activity, which is the reason why Iceland boasts over 200 different volcanoes, glaciers, and volcanic fissures. And let's not forget that 10% of it is covered in glaciers. Now don't get confused and believe that Iceland is simply a sleeping giant. Elemental forces are still at play as recent as 2010, when after 200 years the ice-capped volcano erupted and caused travel chaos across Europe. If you were trying to travel around that time, you would certainly remember it. At Epic Airways, we don't like to waste your time, so we've crammed as many facts as we can say in the next 30 seconds. Are you ready for this? Iceland was one of the last countries in the world to be settled. The name Reykjavik of Iceland's capital city means smoky bay. Icelanders are obsessed with black licorice. You'll find out why when you visit. Please do not carry firearms in Iceland. Iceland has no army. There once was an army in Iceland, but it belonged to the United States. There once was a McDonald's in Iceland, but it closed. It is illegal in Iceland to pay women less than men. Iceland has one of the lowest crime rates in the world. Iceland has won the Miss World pageant 4 times. Icelanders take the longest showers due to their green energy. It's very cheap. Iceland's national football team qualified and later competed in the World Cup in 2018, making it the smallest nation ever to qualify. And Iceland was one of the first countries to legalize same-sex marriage. Oh, and there you go. I've been practicing that all week. We're going to have a little break as we pause and take our turn, and I'll remove the screen so we can have a few moments to take in some more of the natural beauty of Iceland. And I'll be right back. Now it's time for a quick word from our sponsor. This video is brought to you by NoSkillShare. NoSkillShare is an offline community for people who prefer to spend their hard-earned free time sitting on their sofa eating nachos. If you prefer to watch Simpsons reruns rather than learning video editing, if you prefer to add cheese to all your meals rather than learning how to cook a 4-hour buffet, and if you prefer to buy a Chinese-made $10 Amazon product that's probably already broken rather than learn about Amazon FBA, then NoSkillShare is the place for you. My name's Chris, and I'm the CEO of NoSkillShare. We haven't got a website yet because I don't know how to make one, so I'm making you an honorary member today. So when some idiot YouTuber's sponsored ad warns you of the dangers of procrastination, you can tell them the benefits of staying in bed till 2 p.m. on a Tuesday. NoSkillShare. Be the best you can be. Or not. We don't care. It's time for our ever popular game round. And this week, movies. We all know that Jon Snow had some fun in a cave in Iceland, but can you think of any movies from the past 10 years that were at least partially filmed here? I've added the release dates below. I'll give you a few seconds. In no particular order: Interstellar, Captain America, Oblivion, Prometheus, The Secret Life of Walter Mitty, Noah, The Tree of Life, and finally, Thor: The Dark World. Back to my favorite section. There is literally nothing to be afraid of in Icelandic nature. There are no mosquitoes, no bears, no snakes, no lions. The Arctic fox is known as the only native animal to the country. The Icelandic horse is widely renowned for its 5th gait, which in non-horse lover terms means the walk, trot, gallop, etc. You can sit in the saddle and ride for hours and hours without feeling sore afterward or risk hurting the horse. The Icelandic sheep is known for its incredible wool, and I would have to say delicious lamb meat. These sheep are free to roam the mountains for months on end. I can guarantee that at some point on your journey through the Ring-Road, you'll have to stop to let a sheep get out of the way. Of course, sea life is plentiful here too. Whales are great. No, I don't mean the country, obviously. The whales around Iceland are anything but shy. They tend to come up close and personal to the boats that are there to visit them in their natural habitat. Around Iceland you can find up to 8 different types of whales, the most common being the minke whale, the humpback whale, and of course, orcas, my personal favourite. Iceland is known for a lot of things. Geologically, it's known for its volcanoes, glaciers and hot springs, and the people are known for their wonderful spirit and politeness. probably lesser known is that Iceland is doing more than its fair share of producing green, sustainable energy. From the heating in their houses, the local swimming pools, electricity, even the greenhouses where their vegetables and fruits are grown, all are run on green energy sources. Fair play. Now from waterfalls, walking along the black sandy beaches, stopping in to enjoy the famous homegrown and mostly organic foods, there is plenty to do and enjoy. Alcohol is even much harder to find because only special shops can sell it. And of course, this once-in-a-lifetime trip wouldn't be complete without a visit to the world-famous Blue Lagoon, the most famous turquoise blue bathing lagoon on the peninsula with natural healing powers. The structure itself is absolutely massive. The property houses a hotel, restaurants, and even offers spa treatments that are done in water as you float on a rubber mat. Now it's not cheap, it'll cost you anywhere between 40 and 45 euros, and if you want to rent a towel or bathrobe or have a spa treatment, then it's a lot more. However, it's certainly a fantastic streamlined business that will provide you a unique opportunity that one day you can look back and remember fondly. So now we've arrived at the end of our tour. It's been my pleasure here today. Of course, feel free to leave any comments down below, and it's nice to be liked, if you know what I mean. Next week, we're back in Asia, flying over the busy city of Bangkok. For now, I'll leave you to enjoy the views. I've been Christian, and until next time, all that's left for me to say is, good night, good flight.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We are making our final preparations for our return into Reykjavik. We hope you've enjoyed your epic tour today, and on behalf of my co-pilot, cabin staff, we thank you for choosing to fly with Epic Airways and wish you a pleasant onward journey.